Hey guys, Brian here. Just want to hop on here real quick. It is Friday. I hope you guys are going to be having a great weekend. Um, I wanted to come on here because I want to talk to you guys about being how to. Hey guys, Brian here. Just want to hop on here real quick. I hope you guys are doing well. It is Friday, so I'm sure everybody's happy that it's Friday and it's the weekend. You get to relax and all that kind of stuff. Um, but that's not what this video is about. I want to discuss or talk about what it's like to be a widow. I've been a widow for 2.5 years, and when I first got the call, it was um, it was really shocking, and I was really confused at the time. I was at another place. I was actually viewing a house. It was pouring rain out. Craig went down to Galway because we live in Letterkenny, so he was in Letterkenny Hospital, and they brought him down to Galway to give him another stent. This was going to be his fourth stent. He already has three. He already had three of them. But I got the call, and it was really unbelievable. I didn't want to believe it. I was shocked. I nearly collapsed. My legs almost gave out on me at a store. And but I called a few of my aunts a couple of times, and they never answered. What am I gonna do? I should I go into Derry? Should I go back home in Letterkenny? I didn't know what to do. And then boom, I thought about my friend Lorraine. She would know what to do. So I called her. She says, "Stay where you are. I'm sending you a cab over, and then we'll sort it out." So and then my uncle, he ended up coming to her work, and I went back with him, to his house. So um, I was really confusing at the time. Um, I was angry, bitter, uh, a lot of resentment, and I didn't know myself. I was out of it. I stayed with him for about a week, and I asked him, would it be alright if I go to my aunt's house? And he said, that's fine, as long as wherever you feel comfortable, that's fine. So I stayed over at my aunt's house for I guess about 2 months until I thought about it, and I need to move. I need to move on my own again. Uh, but she was pretty much discouraged. She says, "Are you sure that you want to do this?" Um, I says, "You know what? I'm going to have to start somewhere. I just can't um, be with other people. I got to be independent for myself." And she said, she took that in consideration, and she says, "You're willing to stay longer if you want." And I was really appreciated with that, but you know, going back out there, and being on my own again, it's something that I needed to do. I needed to grow again, and so um, I ended up moving. I had to leave Letterkenny because there was too many memories out there, and I moved somewhere else, closer to Derry, and I stayed there for a year, and then I ended up going back to Derry completely. And but I cried every day for maybe 2, 3 months. I don't know. And then it kind of like I still had that emptiness inside me. I lost my husband, and what am I going to do? Where am I going to go? Or I was pretty much happy that uh, my uncle helped me out. He was a real lifesaver, and he helped me with the paperwork. He helped me with the phone calls and connecting with his family and all that kind of stuff. So, because he dealt with this before. This was my loved one. This was my husband, and I didn't know who to turn to, and he was the one that really helped me out, and I'm quite grateful for that. But when I moved again, I was still feeling that anger in me and resentment, this emptiness inside me, and all I kept thinking was, why? Um, but it's just one of those things that we all have to deal with life, and this is my way of trying to deal with it. You know, after about 4 months, I actually went to a grieving counselor, and I think I might have been there for about 10 weeks. It helped a lot. And if you guys out there who are just widows, I suggest you to go see a grieving counselor because I think it will really help you. The way it did for me. Um, but you know, like at the same time, I think about um, I'm alone, and you know, I don't have friends around here. All I have is my relatives, and if they don't contact me, they won't know what has happened to me if something happened to me. And that's what kind of like annoyed me the most was that if I don't contact them and I happen to show up at their house, they would think that I had moved back to the United States. And I says, I tell you what, you know, I could be dead up in that bungalow that I'm at. And so I think that it's good for them to keep in touch with me at the same time. Um, so they know that I'm okay. And I'm sure that if something happened to me on the weekend, because I normally go to my friend Lorraine's house over the weekend, and if something actually happened, you know, God forbid, while I was at Lorraine's house, Lorraine will let my uncle know of what's happened. So I'm pretty much, I think about Craig all the time, even today. I do have emotions every once in a while. I'll start crying, and if I hear a certain type of music, songs that that it reminded him of me, because I know some of the songs, and or if I saw something on the television, maybe a TV or a movie, and that kind of like reminded me of him. You know, I kind of like start crying or whatever. You know, I'm trying not to cry here now. You know, but I guess I'm like all drained out. But yeah, I'm like it's just like it's a weird feeling that to be a widow. I was yeah, I didn't know what to do with myself. You know, where do I go from here? Am I going to meet someone else? Who knows? I don't know that. I don't know what's around that corner um, until I actually get there. Um, if something happens with somebody, am I afraid of that this person is going to hurt me emotionally or whatever? I don't know. I have to be really cautious about that. Actually, there is somebody that I have known for years, since the late 90s. He was a widow, and he knows what I'm going through, and he wants to be with me. So I don't know. He keeps saying that he wants to come over here, he wants to be with me, but everything is just not, no. It's like all talk and nothing's happening. And just like last year, I met somebody online, and things were going good. He was telling me his condition. He might end up in a wheelchair. I don't know. I was pretty much discouraged about that, because of I started getting really scared, um, because I took care of Craig for 6 years because his nervous system had been attacked, about 6 7 years ago, and I had ended up taking care of him for 24/7. So I couldn't go anywhere, without him. Well, I could have, um, go to the store or something like that, for a short while. But in the back of my head, I think, there's something going to happen while I'm gone. So I'm kind of discouraged about this one person, and I lost contact with him for about a year, and then just recently I contacted him and asked how he was doing, and I was just happened to think about him and hope he's doing okay. He has a wheelchair now because he's feeling a lot of pain, and I don't know what is going to happen. So um, I'm I'm pretty much skeptic about this kind of stuff. It really scares me because I don't want to end up taking care of somebody else. I have to think about me now. Um, and that's what people say, all my relatives. Now that Craig has gone, you have to think about yourself. Don't think about other people or anything. You have to think about yourself and do things that makes you happy. And you know what? They're right. You know, um, if somebody happens to come along and boom, we hit it off and all that kind of good stuff, hey, that's great. But I'm going to keep my guard up until I'm ready to take it down. Um, yeah, so it's just been a weird 2.5 year journey, and um, it just feels weird on being alone again. Because it feels like I'm back to square one again of being alone and lonely and living alone and all that kind of stuff. So I'm sorry, I'm just like in a weird mood today. Um, I guess it's Friday, it's the weekend. I get to go to see my friend Lorraine over the weekend and all that stuff. So I'm happy. I'm glad that I'm making this video for you guys. And um, but yeah, if you guys feel that like you're alone or anything, hey, if you feel like you need to reach out to me, I'm here for you guys. I am willing to talk you through this. We're not alone, because we all deal with different situations, and that's what we are all here for. We're here to support each other and all that kind of good stuff. I'm gonna have to let you guys go because this sun's driving me nuts. Um, it's even though it's coming to the evening. I don't know how long this sun will be lasting for. But anyway, guys, hey, if you guys need to talk, let me know. I'm right here, shoulder to cry on, whatever. Shout at me, tell me to fuck off. No, serious. On a serious note, um, if you no, if you guys need to talk, I'm right here. Uh, being a widow person, with experience and all that kind of stuff. So you guys take care, um, and enjoy the rest of the weekend. Be happy with yourselves. Take care.